A lot of people ask me, how can I write good titles for my YouTube videos? Instead of portraying myself as this YouTube guru, I'm going to go through the titles on my most successful videos and break down my process. Since 2016, I've written over 12,000 video titles across about 70 YouTube channels. Now, currently, I write between 40 to 50 YouTube video titles in any given week. In this video, I'm going to discuss a variety of different strategies and title frameworks that always get people to click. Welcome to Video SEO Club. So the first title we're going to look at is Jim Cornette Breaks All YouTube's Rules. Videos on this channel, we did 47,000 views, 307 subscribers, made a couple dollars with it. But why did this title do well? Well, let's break down the structure here. Jim Cornette being the search engine phrase. Jim Cornette is huge on YouTube. So this title has an SEO element to it, search engine optimization. And this is why we use Jim Cornette in the title. Now, obviously, the video is about Jim Cornette, but it's important to have that right in the title because look at how many searches that phrase gets every month on YouTube. And the competition is very low, which obviously contributed to the success of this video. But just putting Jim Cornette's name in the title is not going to get people to click. So how did we get people to click? Breaks all rules. Now, there's been any number of creators complaining about YouTube's rules and getting flagged. We also know that Jim Cornette's a little bit polarizing with the internet wrestling community. So you're enticing the viewer by insinuating that Jim Cornette is breaking YouTube's rules and actually getting away with it, whereas other creators are being penalized and maybe even deplatformed from YouTube. Your average wrestling fan who loves or hates Jim Cornette is going to be very interested in learning about how Jim Cornette is breaking YouTube's rules while also dominating on the platform. Now, I was being a little bit facetious with this title, but that title alone is very intriguing and curiosity building, and it works for people that love Jim and people that hate Jim. Interestingly enough, our friends at vidIQ only give this title a 58, despite it being the most popular title on my channel. So this kind of shows you got to take vidIQ at a grain of salt. You never really know until you try it. So my second most popular video is called How Maven Huffman Broke YouTube but Missed One Crucial Thing. 45,000 views, 412 subscribers. We made a few dollars on this. This was before I was monetized when this went live. So why did this title do well? Maven had just launched a YouTube channel at the time, and you can see here on vidIQ, he's still getting 57,000 searches a month. At the time, he had just started putting up stuff on YouTube, so he didn't have a whole lot of videos out there, so the competition was lower back then. So let's break down the title. How Maven Huffman Broke YouTube, but Missed One Crucial Thing. So obviously, Maven Huffman is our main SEO phrase here. So that was the main component of our title. We're trying to get in the algorithm for Maven Huffman. Now, broke YouTube. At the time, we've seen a lot of exponential growth on Maven's channel. He kind of was taking wrestling YouTube by storm. So yes, everyone was in agreement. He broke wrestling YouTube. And here's the intriguing part. But missed one crucial thing. Well, at the time, we saw Maven was just dominating YouTube. But what could he have missed? This is your curiosity building angle on the title. You could say that this is kind of a pseudo-negative title because it's insinuating that Maven missed something. And the general wrestling audience who's already engaged in Maven's podcast, video channel, whatever you want to call it, they're going to be interested in what that one crucial thing actually is. So you get to click. And vidIQ gave this an 82. It performed well, so I'm going to agree with that. And that one crucial thing that Maven missed on his channel at the time was a monetization strategy. Since then, we've actually talked to the gentleman that helps Maven run his channel. We did an interview and he kind of explained why early on they didn't have that monetization strategy. It completely made sense, but unfortunately on YouTube, people click negative titles. So you got to find something to build curiosity. I couldn't have just called this video, How Maven Huffman Broke YouTube. If I would have just called it that, we already know how he broke YouTube. He made a bunch of videos. So there'd be no interest in that. But missed one crucial thing, now all of a sudden you get a lot of interest. And that's why it was successful. This was the first video that really took off on Video SEO Club, and the title is Why OVW Can't Sell Tickets. Wrestlers Netflix Reaction. The video has 21,000 views, 109 subscribers, was uploaded before I was monetized, but still made $3. Look at that. So why did this do well? So this video came out right around the time that the Wrestlers documentary debuted on Netflix, so there was a ton of interest around it. So there was a really big opportunity for creators to make videos about that subject. So in the documentary, one of the things that Al Snow and ownership at OVW discussed was their inability to sell a lot of tickets. So in the title right here, why OVW can't sell tickets, well, that's a pretty negative statement, but it's a statement that they made in the Wrestlers documentary themselves. So you're leveraging something from within the documentary that other people will probably remember who just watched it on Netflix, and you'd lead with that. And you're going to explain why they can't sell any tickets. And right here you see Wrestlers Netflix reaction. Anyone who's been on YouTube for more than a few years understands that reaction videos do quite well. There's whole channels that are predicated on reaction videos. So Wrestlers Netflix reaction. At the time, there was a lot of people searching Wrestlers Netflix. So there's your SEO component. You build that in, and now you're saying it's a reaction to that. And the reaction is going to tell other viewers why OVW can't sell tickets. So people are going to be super interested in somebody claiming to have the answer to why OVW is not financially solvent in a lot of cases, at least per what we saw in that documentary, on the backs of this SEO phrase, Wrestlers Netflix reaction. So that's why it did so well, but it's also why it didn't continue to do well. Not as many people are engaging in the Wrestlers Netflix documentary anymore. Doesn't look like they're probably going to do a season 2 with WWE coming to Netflix next year, or 2025 if you're watching this then. This was a very temporary video in that case. So the next video we'll look at is called, Does NWA Only Make Pennies on YouTube? YouTube SEO Review. So this video got 8,000 views. We made a whole $1 off of it, and we got 74 subscribers. The phrase at the beginning of the title is a reference to something Billy Corgan said, that YouTube only pays pennies. So let's pose the question, does NWA only make pennies on YouTube? This part of the title we really didn't need. YouTube SEO Review. Why would I put that there? Well, I was trying to start kind of my own branded SEO there, trying to get people excited about looking up YouTube SEO reviews. Not the most exciting element of the title. It didn't matter, though, because this whole front part of the title did the job for us. Does NWA only make pennies on YouTube? In retrospect, we could have just made it like that. It would have been fine. But this video did quite well. 8,000 views is still pretty good, especially on my channel at the time. We were just starting out. And it's one of those things where it's not an evergreen video. Corgan had made that statement on the Busted Open podcast back then, immediately before I made this video. So it was very time sensitive in that regard. But still, it demonstrates how semi-negative titles do get a lot of clicks. Here's a recent upload that did pretty good. It's called Everything Goes Wrong at Adults Only Wrestling Event. Now, this was not the original title on this video. I'm going to explain why. So if we look at the title changes on this video, the original title I had on this was Inside Adults Only Pro Wrestling, and that did not do too well at all. So on the second day of this video, I changed it to Everything Goes Wrong at Adults Only Wrestling Event. So why did that do better than Inside Adults Only Pro Wrestling? The video's done about 3,700 views. We didn't make a lot of money with it. We got a few subscribers. But the reason the new title did better than the old title is because the new title is negative. Everything goes wrong. That's a very negative phrase. We're saying everything went wrong. And yeah, we did have a lot of things go wrong while we were promoting this. So that's the first part of the title that's going to grab everyone's attention. Because unfortunately, in modern society, people love to slow down for the car wreck. And that's what people were expecting here. And there is some car wreck quality to this documentary. Then the second component is adults only. Ooh, adults only. So this is something that people under 18 can't be seen. Well, why is it adult only? What makes it adult wrestling? You're building up a whole lot of intrigue on this. All of this creates a perfect title framework that builds a lot of curiosity and gets people to click out of sheer intrigue. My most recent video on the channel is Tuah's 97% decline. Can Haley Welch bounce back? 3,500 views. It's been up for right around a month. 6 subscribers, $6 we made off of it. But why did this do well? 1 million searches on Tuah every month. Competition's pretty stiff on it though, 71%, that's pretty tough. Haley Welch gets significantly less because not everyone knows the real name of the Tuah girl. She's getting 47,000 searches a month and still high competition. But the framework we used here is very negative, but it is factual. The podcast is down 97% since its debut. She was viral. She was all over the place. Is she really declining that bad? So they want to know. And then, can Haley Welch bounce back? Bounce back? I didn't even know she was irrelevant. I need to learn about why she's down so much and if there is an opportunity that she might be able to make it back to where she once was. So that's why this did so well. It's a lot of curiosity building coupled with a negative title. So things don't always have to be negative on titles. Here's an example of a pickleball channel I work on, and the title is 3 5.0s versus 2 pickleball pros. So where's your intrigue here? It's not a negative title. It's an intriguing title, though, because you have 3 players versus 2 players. And 2 of those players happen to be professional pickleball players. Now, vidIQ did not like this title. If you take a look at that, only getting a 66 out of 100. But numbers don't lie, and we were able to get 89,000 views on this, 43 in the last 2 days, and this video has been up for 225 days, 172 subscribers with it as well. On the channel I manage with 1.1 million subscribers, you'll see a framework for instructional videos also does well. Here you see the title. 5-minute guided somatic release breathwork meditation. Very straightforward. It just tells you what it is. 5 minutes is crucial here because people are going to want to know, well, how long am I going to have to do this meditation? Somatic and breathwork, that's going to be your SEO. And obviously meditation, it just plays in with all of this. Guided meditation, 5-minute meditation, breathwork meditation, release meditation, somatic meditation. It really is a perfect title in terms of instructional titles. That's why it has 106,000 views. Got 2,000 subscribers with it. 260 views in the last 2 days. It's been up for almost 3 years. If you're ever looking for a free resource on how to title your YouTube videos, take a look at Creator Hooks. You don't even have to sign up for anything here. You could click Read Past Editions here. And what I like about this website is they kind of show you some different titles that they've helped people create, what the framework is, why it works, and how you can use it. So I'm not paid by these guys or anything like this, but sometimes when I'm stumped, I will come to this website and just kind of get my creative juices flowing by seeing some of the things that other people do. It's definitely a really cool resource. That's creatorhooks.com, and you can check that out for free today. Other than that, if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I hope going through some of these titles on my channel and some of the channels I work on have given you further context on how to title your videos. And I wish you the best success. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Video SEO Club.